Hello friends. In the previous video we learned that, how to design an activity. In this video you will learn that how to make your activity functional. Here you can see that we have two edit texts. Let me change the property of these edit text. Here I have restricted the user, by using Android:\input type equal to number. By adding this, user can enter only number values or numeric values in these edit text. I have done it because I will get two integer values input from the user, and when user will click on the result button, then result will be appear in place result text view according to the radio button selected by the user. To make our activity functional, let's open main activity.java file. Now in this file we will first store the values of two integers which we has been typed by user in these two edit texts. For this let's define some variables. Here you can see that I have declared two edit texts, one button, and one text view. In Android we have to typecast these variables inside the onCreate method to make them functional because our activity starts on execution of this, onCreate method. So let's typecast first all the variables. As you can see, that I have typecast all the variables. This is the general syntax to typecast the variables in Android. Now let's work on the click event of result button. So we will define the click listener for result button like this. Here you see, this is a general syntax to define a click listener of a button in Android Studio. There is another way to define the click listener by using ID of the object, which we will discuss in later studio. So now we will work down our code which should be executed on click event of result button. And here our operation depends upon, which radio button has been checked. So our code would be like this. So first we have to declare two radio buttons, and then we have to typecast them. This is must to make them active. So first of all let me declare two radio buttons. And now I am going to typecast them here in onCreate method. Here you can see that I have typecast add, and, subtract radio buttons too. So now I will write the code for result button something like this. So, here is the code I have written for the add button. Here you can see if add radio button is checked, then we will first declare some int variables to store the values on which we have to perform the operation. As in Android, edit text can store string variables only, and we know that mathematical operations are not possible on string variables, so we have to convert the string variables into integer. So first here you can see that I have first extracted the value typed in edit text, in number 1 and the value of second edit tet in number 2 string variable. And then these string variables has been converted into the integer, and stored in number 1 and number 2. And then we performed the addition operation and store the outcome in result val variable. And setText method is used to display the result. Similarly, we will work the same code for subtraction too. The only difference is the operation performed in this will be subtraction. Now, let's test our project. So, you see that on click of result button, we get result according to our radio button checked. We can add more radio buttons, such as multiply and division. It all depends upon your requirement. And we can also make use of our own created methods, instead of writing the whole code here. We will try more interesting things in our upcoming tutorials. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this tutorial. Have a nice day and keep watching. And please don't forget to subscribe.